Welcome to Injustice Media. I'm your host, Gucci J. We're going to get into another one. Benjamin Mendy, Manchester City football player, found not guilty of grape and attempted grape at Cheshire Crown Court. Cheshire Crown Court, let's go.
Welcome back. We start with some significant breaking news involving the trial of Benjamin Mendy. Let's go live to Gary Cottrell at Chester Crown Court. Afternoon, Gary. What can you tell us?
Well, of course, this is a retrial of Benjamin Mendy, a retrial of two charges which the jury couldn't decide on at his previous trial,
So basically, he had a retrial. The first trial, they couldn't get to a decision, so he had a second trial on two allegations of grape.
lasted 5 months and ended in January this year. In that trial, he was cleared of 8 charges, but the jury couldn't decide on 2 charges.
So altogether, he had 10 charges. He was cleared of 2, and I couldn't come to a decision. He was cleared of 8, sorry. He was cleared of 8, and I couldn't come to a decision for the 2 others, which he had a retrial on.
And in this retrial, the jury has just returned not guilty verdicts on the remaining 2 charges. One was an alleged attempted rape on a woman who was 29 at the time in October 2018. The other was an alleged rape of a woman who was 24 at the time in October 2020. So Benjamin Mendy now cleared of all the charges against him in this process, which started almost 2.5 years ago when he was first arrested in November 2020 in relation to the alleged rape charge that he's just been cleared of. 2 trials. The first trial lasted almost 5 months. This trial only lasted 3 weeks, and it took the jury of 6 men and 6 women less than 4 hours to clear Benjamin Mendy of the remaining 2 charges against him. It means if he wants to, I guess, he is free to rebuild his football career. He'll be 29 on Monday. So I guess from his perspective, this is some early birthday present. His contract at Manchester City ran out this summer, ran out on June the 30th, and so he's free to look for a new club if, of course, with all the publicity surrounding his lifestyle in this trial, it is possible for him to find another top-class club. But in terms of any criminal offence, in terms of being a rapist or a sexual offender of any kind, Benjamin Mendy has had his name cleared, not guilty of all charges.
So you can't be calling them all of that live. See these people, racist people. You want to mention that so bad, innit? Been cleared. What's wrong with you?
Thank you very much, Gary. So Benjamin Mendy found not guilty of 2 charges by a jury at Chester Crown Court. The former Manchester City defender has been cleared unanimously of 1 count of rape in October 2020 and 1 count of attempted rape in October 2018.
He was the club clown. He's worn a World Cup crown. He liked to party too much, sometimes 3 times a week, and admits disrespecting women, but he's not a rapist. This man, Mark Busasha, for 9 years head of first-team operations at Manchester City, told the court that...
Why do you keep shouting out the grape thing, man? Why do you keep mentioning that? What's wrong with you? I should say he's not guilty. You know what I mean? You're basically trying to say he is indirectly.
Mendy was a big character, but not a perfect professional who overslept and arrived late many times. It was a constant thing, he said. Ben Mendy loved to win and loved to celebrate a win, famously leading his French teammates into the post-match press conference room after their World Cup triumph. Dancing and singing after many a trophy win with his City teammates as well. He held parties at his house in Cheshire, regular parties, too many parties, he admitted himself, with alcohol and sex with multiple partners in one night, sometimes, he said, without even knowing their name.
Yeah, do you know that I'll put you at risk having parties with loads of different females and all that madness? Obviously, it's going to put you at risk, innit?
Benjamin Mendy has had to issue an apology for breaching the COVID guidelines a few days ago.
That was in January 2021, just a few hours before joining his teammates on the bus to Stamford Bridge. He'd been hosting a lockdown party, not his first COVID breach and not his last. Pep Guardiola offered words of support.
He has an incredible heart. I would like to see how many people like judge him. If have the good intention, the heart that he has. But saying that, I'm pretty sure Benja is going to improve on that. The next time he will be more careful.
And here, I can sleep, watch Netflix, stay, eat, do everything.
This was Benjamin Mendy showing viewers around his home in December 2019. He told the court he partied, drank too much, even drink drove to numb the loneliness after his father died, and in particular during lengthy spells out injured.
This is when I'm hungry.
Giving evidence at the first trial, Pep Guardiola described Benjamin Mendy as a really good boy, a very generous boy. But he admitted not keeping close tabs on his private life. I'm not his father, he told the court. Benjamin Mendy leaves court an innocent man, and he says a changed man. In the witness box, he talked about getting too much too young. Getting women was too easy, he said. 10 times easier after he joined Manchester City.
Guys, what are you doing? Look, everything is good.
Everything is good in terms of his liberty. The same, despite the not guilty verdicts, may not be true of his prospects at the very top of football. Innocent of any crime, but the Mendy crown is tarnished. Gary Cottrell, Sky Sports.
Has it tarnished if he's been found not guilty? Mad. Let's see if I can find anything else.
Build a website you love with Wix. Where your words
Benjamin Mendy has won the majority of his battle against Manchester City, over £11.5 million in unpaid wages, following his rape charge.
It's won £11.5 million of unpaid wages. That's good, man.
Benjamin Mendy has won the majority of his battle against Manchester City, over £11.5 million in unpaid wages, following his rape charge. The 30-year-old took the Premier League winners to an employment tribunal when his £500,000 a month salary was halted in 2021.
£500,000 a month salary, you know. Crazy.
Mendy stood trial twice on a string of rape and attempted rape charges, but was cleared last year. The star, who now plays for French League 2 club Lorient, claimed for unauthorised deductions from his wages. Mendy has today won the fight for the majority of his unpaid wages while he was facing rape charges. Employment judge Joanne Dunlop ruled Mendy is entitled to recover some, but not all, of the sums claimed. She also found that while Mendy was not in custody,
some, not all, you know.
He was ready and willing to work and was prevented from doing so by reasons that were unavoidable and involuntary on his part. The footballer will now be entitled to receive the majority of his unpaid salary, but not all of it. The exact amount will have to be calculated by Mendy and the club, or determined at a future hearing if they can't reach an agreement. City spent a reported £49.2 million signing Mendy from French side Monaco in 2017 on a 6-year contract. The tribunal heard the club continued to pay Mendy following his first arrest in November 2020. He left the club when his contract expired in June last year, after not playing for the club since his second arrest in 2021. Last year, Mendy was found not guilty of 1 charge of rape and 1 charge of attempted rape following a retrial. He had previously been cleared of 6 counts of rape and 1 count of sexual assault.
Madness.
Benjamin Mendy.
Yeah, man. I remember when he was in prison, Liverpool was getting calls saying, what do you reckon? What do you reckon? So it's a lot of nonsense, man. You already know, man. But yeah, man. Quit YouTube, man. Mendy's cleared his names, back out, back playing football. Got some of his money back compensated, but not all of it. Got his £11.5 million compensation. Yeah, man. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Till next time, man. I'm out.